Welcome. This is our second day. We have the beautiful background here that we all came for. So happy. We have really good weather. We have the sun. We're going to have a really magical day. So today's theme is all about connection and flow. So throughout your day, the prompts in the workbook as well are all about connecting with yourself, connecting with the community, connecting with nature, connecting just with everything around you. So just I'll give you these prompts throughout your practice today, but I just invite you throughout the rest of the day to just see maybe some nuggets that you'd like to take with you. Maybe you can capture that in your book when you want to feel inspired to write about it later. And just maybe think about how you can integrate these themes when you come home as well. So, today's peak pose is a big flow pose. We're going to have a workshop built in, so I'm going to individually come around and help each of you with this posture. We're going to use the blocks, and I think the blocks are really helpful for just mentally getting over maybe the fear of falling forward, because that's a super real fear. And just like a disclosure, we'll have like one of the blocks that you put in the face, we'll have another one under your feet so you can get a little bit more height, and then I'll also come around and then help you with just some hands-on adjustments, just really to help you get over that, if there is any fear there. We also have the bolster, which can soften your landing as well, so no worries. Any injuries, anything I need to know before we get started? Okay. I like to start all of my practices with a seated meditation. Then I'm going to lead you through a very short breath work. I'll give you the tools and the techniques of how to do it, and then you can always take this technique with you. I'll give you more information when we get there, but today's breath work that we'll be doing is the alternate nostril breathing. So I'll just demonstrate really quick. You're going to have your pointer finger and your middle finger, and you place that on your forehead. And then you use your thumb to close your right nostril. You use your ring finger, and you'll close your left nostril. So let's just get started with that. We can use that for our seated meditation. Okay. So keep your pinky, or rather your ring finger, to close your left nostril. And then inhale, breathe in through the right. And exhale, breathe out through the right. 2 more times. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. 1 more. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Alright, switch sides. This time use your thumb to cover your right nostril and open up the left. Breathe in and out 3 times. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. 1 more. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. First, just take a moment to notice how each nostril feels. Maybe a little bit different. Why we do this is to bring balance into the body, so balancing both sides. Now we're going to alternate. So close the left nostril. Inhale, breathe in through the right. Close the right. Open the left and breathe out. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Left. Breathe out. Breathe in through the left. Close. Out through the right. In through the right. Close. Out through the left. In through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Close. Out through the left. In through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. Last one. In through the left. Out through the right. Hold there. You can release your hands. Just notice, maybe close your eyes here. Maybe notice if you feel a little bit more balance into the body. Maybe noticing if one nostril feels a little bit different. Say that each side of the body is similar to the yin and yang. There's like a more feminine and more masculine side. One is that a little bit more gives energy, and the other one is more receiving of energy. So maybe notice if that resonates with you. Whenever you're ready, so just slowly open your eyes. We can arrive in our practice. So as we build up to crow today, I'm going to walk us through more of a foundational practice. We're going to go through a lot of the different poses, and I'm going to come and give you some hands-on adjustments, really helping you, and hopefully you can take this with your practice back home. Okay, when you feel ready. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Do that one more time. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, hands come in front of you. Tent up on the fingers. Roll the shoulders back. Take a big breath here. Inhale. And exhale, walk the hands in front of you. So maybe feeling into the hips here. We'll take one more big breath. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, walk the hands back to center. Move into a tabletop position. We did this before last night. Come into tabletop. Spread all 10 fingers out really wide. Pointer finger faces forward. Press into the pointer finger and the thumb. Do this also in our down dog. Warming up the spine with cat and cow. Drop the belly. Roll the shoulders back. Lift gaze up. And exhale, tuck elbows under. Press the ground away. Moving into cat pose. Inhale, moving back into cow. Making it a U shape with the spine here. And exhale, cat pose. We do this 2 more times. More movement with the breath. Bring some heat into the body. Waking up the body. Final round here. And exhale. Going to come back to center, neutral tabletop position. Curl toes under. Lift hips up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Quick sec. Really work on your downward facing dog. Really press into all 10 fingers. Press into pointer finger and thumb. Bend the knees to start, and then you can press the hips towards the back of the space. Your triceps will frame your ears from here. Take a big breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Hips back. Inhale, breathe in. Keep this going. You can shake the head yes, shake the head no. You can pedal the feet out, bending one knee at a time. Take a big breath here. Inhale and exhale. Final one here. Inhale. Alright, start to bend into the knees, look towards the top of the mat, walk the feet to meet the hands, hang heavy here, forward folds. You have 2 options here. You can rock opposite elbow and gently rock side to side. The wider your feet will be, the more support, the more balance you have. And if you want to get into the shoulders, you can try interlacing the fingers behind the back, keep the hands by the hips, or you can reach your arms up overhead. From here, you can bend one knee at a time and gently rock the hands side to side, almost as if you're comfortable. You can close your eyes here. That feels safe for you today. We'll be here for just a few more moments before we move into our Surya Namaskar in 2 times. One more big breath. And exhale, let the hands hang heavy. Start to slowly round up to a standing position, second one vertebrae at a time. When you get up to the top, roll the shoulders up to the ears, go back down, palms face forward. If you're not already there, start to walk to the top of the mat. Bring your feet together, heels slightly apart. We're going to do 2 rounds of Namaskar here, which is our Vinyasa series. The first one we always multiply. Feel free to take that throughout your practice today. Hands by your side. Inhale, bend into the knees. Squeeze arms up, open overhead, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from the hips, stack forward. Inhale, half and lift. Let's go on your shins, your thighs. Roll the shoulders back, gaze down to the floor as L shape here. Exhale, bend into the knees, place the hands on the mat, step back, high plank position. Shoulders are stacking over the wrist. We modify this first one. Lower the knees down, untuck the toes, squeeze the elbows into your side. Lower the chest down all the way. Imagine your elbows are like grasshopper legs, so you're squeezing into your side. Inhale, lift the chest, gaze goes forward. Exhale, release the chest down. Ground into the hands, press back, child's pose. Hips come towards heels, hands stay where they are. Curl the toes under, lift hips up, downward facing dog. Shake the head yes, shake the head no, pedal the feet out. Take one more big breath here. And exhale, send it back into stillness. Bend the knee, look towards the front of the mat. Slowly walk the feet to meet the hands, hang head to your forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Ground into the feet. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Reach up towards the sky. And exhale, bring hands to heart center. And by your side. Alright, so that is our modified version of the child's pose. Feel free to take that, otherwise we're going full chaturangas. Building up that arm strength. Come to the top of the mat. Toes together, heels slightly apart, hands side or side. Inhale, bend to the knees. Sweep arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. Dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands go on the mat. Step back, high plank position. Option to modify by lowering the knees down. Otherwise, you stay here. Engage the core. Start to bring the shoulders past the wrists. Glute elbows into your side. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll to the tops of the knees. And exhale. Lift the hips up towards the sky. One more big breath here. Feel free to stay still. Take some movement. And at the end of your next exhale, bend the knees. Look to the top of the mat. Step forward, walk forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward. Ground into the feet. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead. And exhale, hands. Moving into our Surya Namaskar C. So starting with chair pose. Bring the feet together. Now sweep your hands across the mat. Open arms up overhead chair pose. If you feel tightness in your low back, you can always open your feet out wide. And if you feel tightness in your traps, you can open the arms out wide, turn the knees in. Nice job. Imagine that you're pressing the weight back into the heels, and instead of scooching the booty out, engage the core, tuck the tailbone under, arms reach up overhead with your horse more press. You can stay here, or in your next exhale, maybe stick a lotus curve. One more big breath. And exhale, dive forward, forward. Your choice is your vinyasa here. You can skip it and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands go on the mat. Step or hop back. Your choice. However you want to get there. We meet in a downward facing. Take a big breath here. And exhale. On your next inhale, sweep your right leg up. Stack your right hip on top of the left. Bend that right knee. You can stay here. You can make circles with the knees, circles with the ankle. You can flip your dog by stepping that right foot behind you. Excellent. Press the hips up. Imagine a long line of energy going after the fingertips. Nice. Arm reaches up overhead towards me. Nice job. It's really good to lift your hips a bit higher. Nice. Good job. All right, we're taking one more breath here. If you're flipping your dog, come out of it. And start to look towards the front of, look towards the front of the mat. Step your right foot in between your hands. Coming into a low lunge position, lower left knee down. Make sure that the right knee is directly on top of the right ankle. And then place your hands on your hips. Inhale, the chest up. So instead of letting the hips be inactive, engage the core, tuck the tailbone under, really feel that stretch in the left hip flexor. Imagine that you're drawing this right heel in towards the body. This will keep that right leg active. Sometimes when we're in this pose, the hamstrings they lose tension. Really activate that here. Press into that front foot. Let's feel nice and strong. Inhale, arms lift up overhead. Palms face in towards one another. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Take one more big breath here. Inhale. And exhale, curl the hands down to the floor. Curl left toes under, lift left knee up. Step right foot back, downward facing dog. Same thing, other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend left knee. Stack left hip on top of right. And again, you can stay here. You make circles with the knee, circles with the ankle. Or you can flip your dog. Place that left foot behind you. Stepping over to the knee. Nice job. If you're making those circles, see if you can go both directions. And if you're flipping your dog, imagine that long line of energy extending all the way up. Rotate the arms. Really activate the long ways in the back. Keep pressing the hips up towards the sky. Nice, great adjustment there. We are here for one more breath. You're flipping your dog. Start to come back out of it. Left toes face down towards the floor. Look towards the top of the mat. Step the left foot in between the hands. Lower right knee down. Same as before. Make sure that left knee is directly on top of left ankle. Hands go on hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Tuck elbows under. Engage the core. Once you're nice and strong, arms lift up and overhead. Nice job. Shoulders with the ears. Engage the core here. Press into that front foot. Draw that heel in towards the body. One more breath here. And exhale, cartwheel hands all the way down to the floor. Curl right toes under, lift right knee, step left foot back. Downward facing dog. We're here for 2 breaths. You can stay still, or you can create some movement. One more breath here. And exhale. We're moving into a warrior one, so listen carefully. From your downward facing dog, pivot your left foot down. Step your right foot behind the right hand. So shorten our stance here. Excellent. Place hands on hips. Inhale, lift the chest. So you'll notice that later on in our warrior 2, we open our stance more. Here we're shortening the stance. Use the hands on the hips to square the hips towards the front of the space. If this feels like too much, you can always step that back foot. This will help you. Otherwise, using the hands here, press into the pinky side edge of that back foot, bend into that front right knee, making sure the knee is directly on top of that back foot. Knees are caving out to the side. One more breath. And exhale. Once you're ready, arms lift up overhead. 2 options for you. Palms can face in, gaze can go forward, or you can bring your palms together, lift the gaze up towards the sky. We're going to be here for a few breaths. If you're looking up, making sure that you're continuing to bend. Nice. Continue pressing into the back side. Beautiful job, everyone. Everyone's looking great. One more big breath. And exhale, release the hands to the hips. We're going to pyramid pose. Straighten that right leg. Roll the shoulders back. Take a big breath in. And exhale, coming forward. Now, you can stay here, hands on the hips, micro bend in that front right knee, or you place the hands down towards the floor to get deeper in this pose. You can also use your blocks here, if you need it, yes. Blocks can be very, very helpful, so just helping us get a little bit deeper into this pose. Don't have to push them, but they're just nice to have to support us. You're noticing if there's any pinching or pain in the back of that knee. Always have that micro bend. That will help alleviate some. Nice job. One more big breath. Exhale. Start to place your hands back on the hips and now we lift up. Release arms up overhead. And exhale, bend to the front knees. Sweep your hands all the way down to the floor. Step right foot back. Downward facing dog. And same thing on the other side. Move to warrior 1. Pivot right foot down, 45-degree angle. Step left foot behind left hand. Shortening our stance here. Hands go on hips. Inhale, lift the chest. So same as before, using the hands on the hips. Square the hips. Bend into front left knee. Press the pinky side edge. And then once you're nice and strong, arms lift up overhead. Roll the shoulders back. Palms can face in. If it feels okay, palms can come together. Lift gaze up towards the sky. If you're lifting the gaze, keep bending into that front knee. more big breath here. And exhale, release the hands to the hips. We're going to pyramid pose. Right in that front leg, roll the shoulders back. Take a big breath here. And exhale, hinge forward. So you may want to stay here, chest parallel to the floor, or place hands on those blocks. Maybe getting deeper into the floor. Hands can go all the way onto the mat if that feels okay for you. Again, if you're feeling any pinching in the back of the knee, just make sure to lift up. You're noticing that you're trying to place your hands on the floor, but you're keeping that front knee bent. It's actually better to use our blocks here, and that'll really help us get into that back of the knee stretch. We'll take one more big breath here. On your next inhale, hands go on hips, and then you lift left. Inhale, we lift arms up overhead. Bend your front knee, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the floor. Step that front foot back, downward facing. Let's take one big breath here all together. Take a big breath in through the nose. Big open nose. Option to stay here in your downward facing dog, or we take a vinyasa, coming forward, high plank position. Option to modify, lower down, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Moving into our next round, we're going to move into a warrior two and a 7-side ankle. So keep your heels lifted. On your next inhale, lift right leg up. Step the right foot in between your hands. Keeping left foot down, 45-degree angle. Noticing that our stance is wider here than our warrior one. Inhale, we lift arms up overhead, warrior two. So coming into that side position, continue bending into that front right knee. Arms are opening out to the side into a T, pressing into the inside edge of that back foot. Palms are facing down. Gaze goes past the middle finger of the right hand. Maybe take a moment to gaze at the hand behind you, making sure it's in space where you think it should be, parallel to the floor. And then once you're ready, gaze goes past that front gaze. See if you can roll the shoulders up to the ears, roll it back down. See if you can engage the core. Keep this back hand active. Yes, I know. Very hard bend. A little bit more. One more. Nice. Good job. Let's switch to the back hand off this way. Big breath here. And exhale, extend to side angle. Right arm on top of right thigh. Left arm lifts up overhead. Turn left hand so that the pinky is facing down towards the floor. Thumb reaches up towards the sky. This activates the rhomboids back in between our shoulders. We're here for a few moments. Maybe take a moment to gaze down at the knee, making sure it's directly on top of the ankle. Nice adjustment. And then continue pressing into the inside edge of the back foot. Nice job. So the tricep is through the ears. And turn your hands, take the side edges down. Love reaches up. This engages always good. Nice job, everyone. Continue to gaze up past the hands. Lift it up overhead. Nice job. Exhale. On your next inhale, we come back up, warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the floor. Step right foot back, downward facing dog. Take deep breaths here. One big breath all together, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. On your next inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step left foot in between your hands, and your right foot down. Inhale, we lift up, warrior two. Bend to that front left knee. Press to the pinky side edge of that back foot. And then making sure that the shoulders are directly on top of the hips. I struggle with this too. Sometimes I reach forward. Maybe see if you could lift yourself back. Make sure the knees not caving in or out. Nice straight line. And then maybe take a moment to gaze the hands behind you, making sure it's in space where you think it is. Sometimes it goes off to the side, or up and down. Spread all those fingers out really wide. Gaze goes past the middle finger of the left hand. Nice job. Come around. Hips all the way out to the pinky side edge of that foot. Maybe take a moment to look down at the knee, making sure the knee is directly on top of the ankle. Make sure the knee is not caving out to the side. Everyone's looking really good here. Your tricep is framing the ear. You can always bend your elbow. Everyone's looking really good. See if you can rotate that arm at the top. Yes. Oh, then reach this arm. Yeah, perfect. Just want to make sure the chest is getting forward. Got it. Beautiful. Just keep it. All right, one more big breath here. Exhale. Inhale, we lift up. Warrior two. Just rinse it out. And exhale, curl the hands all the way down. Downward facing dog. You have the option to stay here, take a child's pose, or take a vinyasa if you want to. We'll all meet the downward facing dog. You need to grab some water. You can do that now. balancing posture. It's always really fun. I apologize in advance, I'm probably going to be walking around that may throw off your balance. What's really important in our balancing postures is finding your drishti, which is your focus point. So try to find a point that is not moving. This will really help you do whatever you want. Not falling over. Okay. Whenever you feel ready, we'll come back into a downward facing dog, just transition. And look towards the top of the mat, walk your feet, meet your hands. Meet in a forward fold, start to roll up to a standing position. Come to the top of the mat. I'm going to warm up with an eagle pose. So I'm going to mirror you to the back. Press into your right foot. Bring your left foot either to the side, so making a kickstand here. And if you want a little bit more, you can drop that foot behind you. So making a wrap with the calf. Place the hands on the hips. See if you can square the hips here. This may be enough for you. If you want more, arms lift up overhead. Okay. Since the right foot is down, start to wiggle your left fingers. Bring your left hand underneath the right. Elbows meet, and you can either place your hands on your shoulders, or going for that double bind, hands come together. So really feeling that connection here with the feet, the ankles, the calf, shoulders, the hands. You can stay here if you want more, maybe sink a little bit deeper. Maybe the hands lift up overhead, feeling a nice deep stretch in between the shoulder blades. All right, I'm going to walk around, see if you can find a focus point. I apologize for messing up your balance. One more big breath here. I know it's hard. Long hold. And exhale, release. All right, shake it out. Your balancing postures are really great because you're strengthening all these tiny little ligaments, all these little joints into the legs. This will help prevent injuries and walking around. Maybe you miss your step on the ground. Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. This time grounding into your left foot. Start to get light on that right and either place that foot to the side. If you used a block, you can place it underneath your other foot. You can go for that double bind, wrapping that foot behind the calf. I always like to start with my hands on the hips. See if you can square the hips. And then once you feel nice and strong, arms lift up overhead. So since our left foot is down, we're using the opposite hand. So wiggle those right fingers. Bring that right hand under the left. Your elbows meet. And hands can either go on your shoulders or you can go for that double bind. So your hands are wrapping together. And you can stay here. Or maybe sink it to the hips.
and lift your arms up overhead, getting to that shoulder stretch. If your hands are in across your shoulders, you can lift your elbows up. You'll get a very similar stretch there in the back. One more big breath here. And exhale, come out of it, release, shake it out. Shake the feet, shake the hands. Big shakes in the body. We're going to work our way up towards dancer. We don't have any straps available, but another option could be your hand towel. And I'm just going to grab one to demonstrate, if you don't mind. You can make a U shape. Wrap that around the front of the foot. You can get a little bit more height if you can't quite get.
Are you okay with pictures? Like, do you
Oh,
want pictures?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, I know we don't have straps available, so this will help you get a little bit more length. You can just drop that around the back foot and leave it down. If you can, you'll take your hands to the big toe side and you go forward, fingers past. Finger. Okay. Use your shirt, works really well too. Thank you. Okay, so let's start. Ground into the left foot. And then bring your right hand out to the side, almost as if you are grabbing a platter. Start to lift up that back foot. If you have the strap, you can wrap it around the front of the right foot, or you grab the big toe side. Inhale, left arm lifts up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. Maybe one day your left hand will be parallel with the floor. Then really kick into that back hand. Opening up the shoulder. Roll the hip. See if you can find your drifting. Your focus point. No notes, everyone is looking really good. I'm going to try to avoid moving. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Final breath. And exhale, slowly come out of it, lift back up, shake it out. Maybe make some nice shoulder rolls, shoulder circles. And then start to warm up the other one. Okay. Same thing on the other side. This time grounding into the right foot. Place the left hand out to the side, almost as if you're holding up a platter. Bend to right knee. Start to lift up. I'm replacing that strap around the front of the left foot. We're going to grab the big toe side of the left foot. Right arm lifts up overhead. Take a big breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Start to tip forward like a drinking bird. Gaze forward. Pass the middle finger with the right hand. Opening up the shoulder. Keep that left foot into the right hand. Or into the left hand. Palm faces down. That's extending forward. Nice adjustment. Palm facing down. Nice. Good adjustment. Excellent job. Keep gazing past the middle finger. 2 more breaths here. Great job, everyone. Final breath. And exhale, start to lift back up. Come out of it. Shake it up. Nice job. Okay. Option 2, take a vinyasa here, or you can just completely skip it, come into a downward facing dog, take a child's pose. So if you're joining me, top of the mat, bend your knees, sweep arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands go onto the floor, step or hop back. High plank position. Shift forward, chaturanga. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Okay. Before we get ready for some of our crow prep, to start to walk your feet up towards the top of the mat. We're going to be in a mountain pose. Slowly roll up to standing. And I'm going to demonstrate really quick, so it'll be helpful knowing where we're going. We're going to move into a toe stand. So, I'm going to have you start in the mountain pose. Your hands are by your side. All I'm going to demonstrate first is clutch. Start to lift up on your heels. Let's say you're moving on your side, or you want to challenge. Arms lift overhead. Engage the core. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Then down. All the way. Come here. It's going to be helpful for when we move into our crow. When we go here. Okay, so join me. Feet come together. And your hands can either be on your hips. For that challenge, arms lift up overhead. Moving into that toe stand. Start to lift the heels up. Activate the whole line of the body, engaging the core. And then slow and with control, lower down. Finding your focus point, finding your drishti, and try on those skills. Nice job, everyone. Bring your hands down in front of you. Just take a moment to notice where your knees go onto the back of your triceps. Your hands are going a little bit in front. See if sometimes your knees maybe go down closer to the elbows. See if you can lift up. Bring the knees closer onto your triceps. So lifting up. So the higher your heels are, the more height you'll get in your knees. Holding it here, making a mind-body connection. One more breath. And exhale. Lower the heels down. We're going to come into our backs. We're going to come into a prone crow position. So I always think this is really helpful for understanding where you're going to go, and then we're going to workshop our crow pose. So coming to lie on your back, lift your arms up overhead. Your hands are directly over your shoulders. Spread the fingers out really, really wide. From here, start to draw the knees in towards your chest. And then see if you can bring your knees to the back of your triceps. Really engaging your core. Point your toes. Nice. See if you can make that knee connection in the back of the triceps. See if you can bring it in maybe a little bit closer. So instead of on the outside of the triceps, directly on top.
I was like, what hurts? My key's back there.
Oh, your key.
Since we're back broken.
Excellent. Nice job. Really getting that nice core strengthener here. Straighten the arms up. Yes. Excellent job. Nice job. Keep breathing here. You got it. I know. Feeling that in the lower abdominals. Put the fingers out wide. Imagine you're pressing a wall up overhead. Nice. Yes. Bring the toes together and point your toes. Yes. Maybe see if you can bring your knees a little bit higher to your triceps. Nice job. You got it. One more big breath. And exhale, release. Let the feet hang down. The arms come by your side. Take a big breath. Relax. Maybe take Moment to grab some water. How are we feeling? Good. Good. Okay, we're gonna work into our crow pose workshop. So, 2 options for you. You can either come into a malasana or you can come into a seated position. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna come into our crow. So we're gonna use our blocks. We're gonna use our bolster. So here, let me show you where we're going first. So crow pose. This is why we did all those things. Crow pose. You're going to lift up onto the heels, getting as high as you can. This will help us get that height. Your hands are going to go in front of you. So if they're down here, you're going to topple forward. You actually want to place them out in front of you. Your knees are going to go high up on your triceps. This will give you more height. Hands are flat on the floor, really grounding into the fingers. And very similar to our downward facing dog, make sure that you're pressing into the big finger and your thumb, your pointer finger and your thumb. Your gaze is going to go forward. If your gaze goes down, you're also going to roll forward. So make sure you're looking to where you want to go. Get high up on those heels. Hands come up forward. You can stay here. You can lift one foot up at a time. I need some traction. And you may notice that as you're working on this pose, you may have some bruising in the back of your triceps. This means that you're not activating your core as much and you're dumping a lot of the weight of your knees into the triceps, so that'll come with time. Alright. Coming forward. Lift up. Lifting one foot up. There. Maybe lifting up. All the way. Lazy forward. Bringing the toes together. And why I'm able to hold this is because you're using your joints to stack on top of each other and gripping my hands into the mat. You can just really hang out here for a long time. You need to come back down. So, if that's just not available for you quite yet, we're going to workshop this pose. So the things I notice is that it's quite hard to get your knees up high on your triceps, so we're going to use the block to give you a little bit more height. It can be scary. I'm going to hit my head. Like, what is going on? We're going to use the bolster up to the top. If you don't feel like you're going to quite fall all the way forward, you can move the bolster out to the side. You're going to place this up high. This can catch you as well. So let me demonstrate. Getting up high. So you got a little bit more height. You don't even need to get your heels up as much. This will help you get higher on those triceps. You can come and stay here. Now, I'm fully supported. Yeah. And if that feels good, and you're like, okay, I know where I'm going, you can bring the bolster out in front. And, same as before, stay here. Now, it's not as scary, so I'm like, oh my god. It's okay. Okay, so, I recommend starting first with the bolster. So a nice flat spot, or you can also try the block. This is a little bit harder if you really don't feel like you're gonna come forward. I recommend having the block on the flat side to get you a little bit more height. And I'm gonna come around, yeah. And if you already feel really strong in your crow, and you want to work on something else, you can work on your crow steps. Okay. We can do it. I think next might be yeah, it's just one stand. It's a lot easier. Yeah. So that means it's a little punishing. Yes. Because it might be jumping into your knees, get used to it. Yeah, that's it. You got it. Yes, that's it. I can do it. I just usually don't do it on my. Well, if you do it here, yeah, it's just like a little bit more smooth. Yeah, it's more smooth. Right on the knee. So bring your hands forward and yeah, but I can do it myself. You have that little higher than your legs. Yeah, you're trying to bring it like. Oh, this is tired. Yes, exactly. Yeah. And that's why we did that. All the way. Like you mean here, like onto your arm? No, she means your whole all like the back side. So now it's the left side. It's still like exactly. imagining the first wave?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense.
Okay, yes.
Like here, right?
Yes, exactly.
Oh! Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. And then, so you can try bringing one foot in at a time.
Okay.
Here and there. And then, right now your knees are going up to the side, which is a little bit more vibrant in the middle. One more time, your knees are going to go directly in line.
Yes.
That's a little bit harder. Yeah, that's it. That's where you're going to go eventually. Yeah. Spread the fingers out of the way. Press into your pointer finger and big thumb. Yes. Yep. And then gaze forward. It's up here. Yes, 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 yes. Yep, that's it.
So fun.
You got it. I don't want to scare you, but I'm just going to move this a little bit forward.
I don't know.
I got you, no worries. Yeah, that's it. How are we doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Make sure you're facing up here. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. That's it. You got it. That's it. Okay. Do you want even more? Do you want to bring this up a little bit more? It doesn't matter that you're coming forward instead of coming down. Okay. Come forward. Yep.
Oh, I did it. Holy shit. That was
Yeah.
wild.
Got it. That's it. Whoa.
I'm working more on
So really press into the point of your big first.
Oh boy.
Okay. Look, gaze when you got it. Yep. So you're going forward.
my website is
If you need more support, because it's just feeling like a lot of upper body, upper arms, your knees can go outside.
Oh, okay.
So this is a dog stand.
harder on the
I'm a dog stander. This is a little better for me, you know. But crow is when our knees are directly in line on top of the triceps. Knees forward, knees forward. There you go. Because if you gaze down, you're gonna roll. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Front's a little bit more supportive, but I like to big challenge, right? Yeah. How are you doing, Susie? Yes.
for me.
You want to try C? Do so really focus on bringing your forward and then going belt and then just close to everything. Touch yourself back. Good job, Susie. Or try something else with your tripod. Throw it to the yeah, so you're gonna you gotta turn around because the wind carries it away.
Failing success.
Yes. Got it. So then over time, what do you block? It's really great. It's just backwards, right? I know, it's an explosive. There's a lot of core strength.
Yeah.
Surprising. Yeah. This is very, yeah, masculine, like, energy.
Yeah.
High energy versus like yin yang. Which is very passive. Especially because I was like, oh my god. Just give me more support.
Yay.
Nice! Good job. Alright, amazing. So that is our pro. We're going to come back into this later in class. But later in class, it's less about achieving just like revisiting the pose and just seeing maybe if anything changed for you. Let's see. So yeah, this. Okay, we're gonna move into some nice lower body stretching. So good. So the first part of this class, of course, was just working on really some foundational poses. These are poses that you would use throughout your yoga practice. Really making sure that you have that foundational awareness, so you can take that outside of this retreat with you for any yoga class you go. Of course, I'm always going to give you some more hands-on adjustments as we continue this retreat. Even hands-on adjustments, because sometimes we build up just habits where we maybe do something to overcompensate for maybe a weaker muscle. I have lots of stuff in my shoulders, and that's because I'm dumping my weight into my shoulders instead of activating some of the muscles in my back. So it just comes with our practice. Okay, so let us first come into a nice child's pose. Open the knees out really wide. If your hips can't come back, you can use a holster. Place that back here. This will give you a little bit more height if you're feeling like it's difficult for your hips to come all the way down towards the heels. So you can come stay up here. This just gives you a little bit more support. So if your hips can come all the way back towards your heels, you can just come stay here. Just come up down towards the floor. And then see if your tops of the feet can be on the mat.
Stay in this pose forever.
Legs out wide. So I'm gonna have you rotate your mats to face me, but I don't think you have the space for it. Yeah, I can go over here so you guys can see me. So yes, you're gonna open your legs out to the long way of your mat, so you'll be on your mat still. So turn your bodies to face it. Yeah. Turn your bodies to face it. Open your legs out wide. Feet go up. So you can be active. And be a little bit more. That's why we do it. And then you can bend your knees to overhead. If you need a little bit more, if this feels really bad on the back of your knees, you can sit up on a block and sit up on a bolster. Your legs don't need to open up the length of the mat. If they're here, that's totally okay. If you need a little mat, that's totally okay. You can place a block and let that support. We're going to come into hands in front move, Vinyasa, roll the shoulders back, feet are active, facing up towards the sky. Take a big breath here, inhale. Exhale, you stay here. You can walk your hands. You can just hang out here. Touch on the fingers. Hang out. And instead of rounding the back, stay up here. And then focus on pinching the knees. You want more, take a big breath, inhale. Exhale, use your breath maybe to walk forward. Yes. Yeah, nice job. Gaze here. Keep that long. Nice. Really good. We'll just take one more big breath. Exhale. On your next inhale, wide your hands back. Send the feet out wide. We're going to revolve head to knee. So, your legs are here, that's okay. Wherever you are, bend your right knee in. Just need to place it to the inside of the left thigh. Yeah, like here. Place your left hand down. Inhale, right arm lifts up. So keep that left foot active, still continuing to press against the imaginary wall. You can stay here if you want more. Start to walk those left hands closer to the left foot. Your right arm is parallel in line with here. One day, you make that nice rainbow motion. You reach all the way to the side. Roll the shoulder away. Imagine that you're in between two planes of rocks. One day, relax that too. You grab your foot. You lift the gaze up. All over. One day. So what's really great about this? Yes. Keep flexing that left foot up. Yes. Good. Exhale. On your exhale, press back, switch sides. This time extend your right leg, then the left. Change the block. Have it underneath the other side. And then place your right hand down. Inhale, left arm lifts up. So you can stay here if you want more. You can walk that right hand. Make sure that you're pulling that shoulder away between two panes of glass. Your left tricep is framed in here. And then one day, reaching all the way, grabbing that foot, lifting the gaze up. So, yeah, this pose is really great because it's stretching out the intercostals, all these muscles along the side of the knee. It's also stretching out the sides of the back. They're really tight from sitting down. Maybe often sit in Western societies. It's really good for their back pain and decompressing the spine. Long line of energy. Spread the things out. Nice. Nice. Some minor. Just a little bit more. Can you stand straight? Just do it here. I'm actually thinking. And exhale. Something out of it. Try to face the front of our space with the supine. Figure 4. If you want to get something deeper, you could do a pigeon pose. But for more restorative, more gentle, supine figure 4. So 2 options. Pigeon, you'll enter from your downward facing dog. Supine figure 4, you cut the line on your back. On your next inhale, right leg lifts. Place your right ankle on top of the left knee, and you can use your right hand to press your right knee away. This might be enough for you. If you want more, on your next inhale, your left leg lifts. Take your right hand, thread it between the right knee and the left thigh, and interlace your fingers behind the left thigh. Use your hands to draw the left knee in, and if you want even more, place the fingers on the front of the left shin, and from here, use your bicep strength to draw the left knee in closer. If you want even more, you can always take a pigeon pose. It's an option as well. Nice. If you're in that supine position, if you're lying on your back, you can point and flex that left foot, noticing how that changes the stretch. Personally, I like to draw my toes in. I feel like it gets it a little bit more, a little deeper stretch, but this feels nice. Alright, we're going to be here for a few more moments. Slowing down our breathing, slowing down our breath, letting this just feel good. Maybe reflecting back with our theme today about connection. Every inhale, imagine you're breathing in connection to yourself, to the space, to the earth beneath you. With every exhale, imagine flowing outward, sending your energy into the space around you. Connection isn't something that we force. It happens when we soften, when we notice, and we allow ourselves to flow with what's here. Just take a moment to notice moments of balance and follow. This inhale, the exhale. Maybe even just the space between your feet. Allow ourselves to let go. Let's take a couple more breaths here. And exhale. Release. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Switching sides. Other. Yeah. Like, let me stay here longer. Alright, switching sides. Your other foot lifts up. Place that foot on top of the opposite leg. And same as before. You can stay here using your left hand to press your left knee away. Or you can lift that right leg up, interlace fingers behind your right thigh or the front of the right shin. You can point and flex those feet, maybe making circles here. You can close your eyes, allowing yourself to soften into this space. Bakasana, just sinking here, letting this feel good. down. And then open your feet a little bit wider first, keeping the knees bent, and then just windshield wiper your knees side to side. So facing left to the right, just moving slow, letting this feel good. If there's any other poses you would like to finish up your practice with, you can do that. Maybe a bridge pose, wheel pose, shoulder stands, plow, anything. Otherwise, whenever you're ready, we'll come to our final resting pose, our Shavasana. A couple options for you. You can either extend the feet out in front of you. You can bring your feet together, your knees can fall out to the side. Your hands can either be by your side, or you can place the left hand on your heart and the right hand on your belly. And if you would like, you can have your hands held and you can have your arms. Allow your body to sink into the earth, fully supported. Feel the effort of your practice melting away, leaving only your breath. Today we played around with crow pose. Notice the extra balance, trust, and courage. Notice that underneath it all, the foundation was your connection. Connection to your core, connection to your breath, connection to the ground beneath you. Let yourself rest in that truth now. That connection is always here, even in stillness. Flow isn't only in the movements when we practice, it always lives in the way when you allow one moment to become the next. Rest in this flow of breath. Rest in the connection to your body, to your community, and to your heart. into your body. We'll take one more big final stretch here. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, point your toes, get as big as you can. And exhale, release. Start to roll over onto one side. Gently press yourself onto a seat. And we'll close out our practice the same way that we started. If you're crossing your legs, see if you can go the opposite direction as you usually do. You can sit on a bolster, you can sit on a block. You can continue having a soft gaze in front of you, or you can continue to keep your eyes closed. 3 final breaths here. Inhale, breathe in through the nose. Big open sigh. Release. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release. Final breath here. Inhale, breathe in through the nose. This time, hold it at the top. See if you can sip in a little bit more air. Big open sigh. Thank you for showing up for yourself, for each other, for